This circle represents you. You're out of college or university and heading into the job market. This circle represents you and your whole institution's graduation lot. Some have done hospitality, business, tourism, ICT, whatever the case. But just like you, they are on a job hunting spree. These circles represents different graduates from different institutions in your country who have also studied what you have, or what people from your institution have studied. Or worse, they've studied from an upper institution. Therefore, their certs, degrees, diplomas, whatever it is, they are not on your level. Frustrating? No, not yet. Since you're in kindergarten, you are groomed and taught that white-collar jobs are the way to success. That you need to enter an institution that was coined and tailor-made for you to get that job. In the job market, there are those who are enhancing their skills in order not to be left behind, to get promotions that come with better salaries. They are appointed into new offices. As you can see, there's no way you can beat them. And therefore, you'll have to wait until they retire so that you can fill their space. By then, you're a senior citizen, unemployed, and you don't know if the skills you have are competitive or employable in the job market. You've always believed that money is proportional to the salary that you get. And so, you stick your neck and wait. Nothing is giving, you're frustrated, unemployed, and you feel like you wasted 16 or so years of your life. You're depressed and you lose hope. By the end of this video, you'll be able to understand the other side of the coin which you're not being shown. What gets you employed, what doesn't. It's not a walk in the park. These aren't just some mumbo jumbo tricks. It's a skill and not easily trained. You can't just acquire it from school. I repeat, you need training, and if that's you, buckle up and let's get going. School, a center of education and learning. One thing I can never take away from school is the fact that teachers keep on telling us that learning never stops after school. It will always go on into your life. However, what kind of education are we getting? Is it a tested method and approved? Of course it is. We've all been embedded a preconceived notions from our schools that if you fail in school, your chances of success are low. Just that the systems in schools are not enough to make you succeed in the outside world. A school obviously is an institution, a center of learning, but what rare commodity is being sold there to us? What is it that we really go there for in order to achieve? Hard skills. Hard skills are specific abilities, to be honest, job specific, capabilities and skill sets that an individual can possess and demonstrate in a measured way. Now, you have to understand that during the Industrial Revolution, it was necessary to set up schools that would give us skills such as plumbing, construction, engineering, banking, accounting, managing, business studies, law, hotel management. This is because there was a ready and flooded market ready to receive these people who have learned these hard skills and be employed. And all this grew because of urbanization. When there's urbanization, there are so many things that come on board. Roads need to be constructed, infrastructure development, and all those sorts of things. But fast forward that to 2023, and there's almost no need for it. The marketplace is crowded and oversaturated by old minds that are evergreen in their abilities. I'm simply saying these are workers who are consistently building up on their ability scale and they're becoming more relevant to the organization. So where did school go wrong? Although hard skills are precious and irreplaceable, schools never really envisioned a scenario where the workplace would be very saturated with these same hard skills that it's teaching us. They never thought that it would be this competitive, that thousands and hundreds of graduates who are at the very least underemployed or completely unemployed. School engraved in us that a man in a white-collar job was living life and successful. It made us believe that we need to follow the promised system in order to get us the good job that will get us the good life and really enjoy life in the old age. But I wonder, does it have to take you your 70th year for you to feel your profits and gain? I disagree. Today, anyone can don a suit. A conductor, a clubber, even a home security guard. They can don a suit. Where am I going? There's one valuable resource that school has taken away from us and left many of us bankrupt because many of us out here are unemployed. This is time. We've been made to believe that if we spend a good amount of time in school, learning, upgrading these skills, we will definitely land a good job. But why then is the global employment rate set to rise to a high level of 3 million plus to 208 million? As if that's not enough. Thanks to the global pandemic where we had a number of 19,191.93 million unemployed people, 235 million people unemployed. Definitely the biggest annual increment in this period.
Can you see it now?
Truth. Stop chasing hard skills. They'll get you nowhere. In a capitalist society, the job you're employed in and the salary you get is proportional to the perceived value you bring to the company. For example, an accountant is perceived of a higher value as opposed to a janitor or a cleaner. A janitor can easily be replaced by anyone, but no, not an accountant. An accountant has years of learning, years of experience. He is seasoned. As true as the sun shines, as this also may be, but there is a catch. Getting a job isn't a great way of staying employed. Yes, you have the hard skills, but that's not enough. You need something more. For example, if I'm hiring, I'm not just looking for an employee who is able to do the job. I'm looking at someone who can do the job well. What I mean is, an employee with good time management skills is able to meet the deadline and prioritize tasks well. You get me? Let's try that again. I'm hiring, but before me are two candidates who typically meet the requirements. My job is hard, but what do I do because I have only space for one candidate? When two candidates have a similar professional and academic background, you're more likely to hire the one who's more collaborative and flexible. For junior positions, it's more sensible to look for candidates with a willingness to learn and an adaptive personality as opposed to an expert. When hiring a sales expert, definitely you want to find the candidate who is familiar with the industry and has an experience in sales, but also resilience, knows how to communicate, and has excellent verbal communication cues. In the job market space, the most perceived value is soft skills. Soft skills. At minimum, employees need role-specific knowledge and skills to perform their duties. But those who usually stand out as high performers need some additional qualities such as the ability to communicate clearly, the ability to work well with others, and the ability to manage their time effectively. So, what are these soft skills? Now, soft skills are not tied to a job. They are not job-specific. These are characteristics that help someone thrive in their workspace, regardless of their job level or industry level. They are famously known as transferable skills or interpersonal skills. These are the skills your employer wants in you. You have them, you stand out. Now, I bet you understand why you always stand out in interview. It's these skills that employers look for. Yes, hard skills are the technical skills required for a job. What you learn in school, go through education and training. Soft skills are behaviorals that are touched on in schools, not taught. An example of a hard skill is like a second language, like Swahili, French, Italian. Hard skills focus on practical abilities and skills. Soft skills are personalities or behaviors and disciplines. If you want to get employed, pass the tough interviews, you have to work on your soft skills. No shortcut, it's the only way. When you're applying for your job, have this in mind. What sort of soft skills can you include in your resume? What sort of soft skill can you include in your interview? So wait, that's it. How am I going to learn how to be a team player? How am I going to learn how to communicate? How am I going to learn how to manage my time? It's easy, but it needs your effort. benefit. The world is a jungle and we're all competing for space in it. Even though we all want a piece, what's to say the next guy will leave you a piece? Or that even if you have your own, how sure are you that it won't be taken away from you? You always have to stay ahead of the curve and learn. Keep on learning in order to protect what is yours. Don't be complacent. Accounting is a profession that requires a rigid system of hard skills, from proficiency in and Excel. Being familiar with the industry-specific software is key. Accountants need to know how to prepare and interpret financial statements, other accounting reports, develop efficient financial reporting mechanisms, and plan and implement accounting control. This is true, but all in all, they may be able to communicate externally with clients and be diplomatic when dealing with external auditors. Soft skills. The reason why soft skills is perceived over high value is because of its impact. It's able to impact a large multitude of people, situation, and is able to shift an issue from developing into a crisis. Soft skills such as time management, team player, leadership skills, stress management, creative thinking, adaptability, problem solving, communication, negotiation, ends up not only solving a company's major problems, but sometimes even a whole lot of money. And if you're able to possess those skills, what you're saying to your employer is, I understand that you're hiring and looking for a professional, but I am also aware you need efficiency and effectiveness for the smooth running of your company. Hey, I'm your guy. Soft skills help put you out differently. Soft skills help communicate to your employer that you are the one they're looking for, an asset, not a liability. That's why employees are promoted and given salary increments. And it's actually hard for you who's looking for a space and is actually starting out, because you're starting out from a point of hard skills only. So you are a liability, not an asset. Remember, it takes one drop of an additive to change the whole composition of a pure glass of water. Just the same, you being hired is going to cause the same effect. You're a drop they're adding into the vessel. But an employer wants a positive impact across the whole company, not a negative one. As you can see, no one really cared how hard you worked to get your distinction, certificate, diploma, blah blah blah. How you stayed up late in the night and sacrificed your sleep and your time. Nobody cares. All people care about is what value do you bring onto the table. It's all a matter of interest. How are you going to help my interests? Now you know. So do something about it. Has this been helpful or not? Only you can answer that question. Now we've come to the end. Obviously, a video like this does not cover everything about this topic. However, it's a fair assessment and gives you the very basic materials that you would need. Thanks for staying this far, and I'd like to give you some bonus tips to leave you with. But before that, do not forget, to get into the work market, you need to be competent. You require a hybrid of hard skills and soft skills. Customer service, sales, accounting, digital marketing, SQL, SEO, finance, social media, financial analysis, and social media marketing. Here are some of the soft skills which I personally believe are outstanding. Feel free to comment below on both hard skills and soft skills you feel are important in 2023. The soft skills are communication, teamwork, creative thinking, adaptability, leadership, and time management. Now, before you end this video, I'd really appreciate if you hit the book button and give this video a thumbs up. But if you also don't like it, it's a free world. If you'd also like to see more content of this nature, boop the subscribe button and jab the notifications bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this. Cheers. This has been Men Conversations.